Try not to touch the baby, cause. But yeah. All right, bro. Introduce yourself. Who we got here?
It's your boy Carr, ItsYaBoyCarr. Trying to be your all-time favorite rapper out of the Bay Area, man. Moved out here from Boston, Massachusetts 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's
my album out now, Cartoon Network on all streaming platforms. We do the hard copies as well, but now here just kind of pushing the music, doing the thing, man. I've been in the Bay for the past 3 to 4 years now. Fuck with it heavy. Fuck with my guy right here, Gerb.
Gerb, the word, yeah, Gerb.
I got it, Gerb. And yeah, just out here at the Shatter City Sets, just kicking it, man. Trying to get the vibes going. Summertime started, so a bunch of cool shit happening, man. All the fun stuff. Going on tour with Yonix and them over at the Tank Shit Box Truck and just having a good old time, man.
That's tight. Fuck yeah, bro. So you say you're from the East Coast, you said?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. What made you decide to take the trek out here?
Shit, man. I've been all over. So ever since I was 18 and shit, I've been moved out of the house. I was in the military for 4 years, so I've been all around. I was in Chicago, then San Diego, then Hawaii. I landed my way in the Bay for a female, actually. And then I got, yeah, you know what I mean, trying to find love. Then I found my love through the
And then she played you, bro.
All day, so I'm not a...
Hey, I know how them Bay girls go.
Bro. Bay bitches will break.
Bay girls are hot girls,
yeah. So I had to move on past that, and I started falling in love with the music again. Been doing it for 2 years seriously now, and I've just been on my passion, on my journey now.
Hell yeah. So what do you think would be your biggest adversity that you have to overcome throughout your career or your life?
My biggest adversity, I'd say, is probably being a nobody. So I'm a new person in this whole world, right in the Bay and everything like that. So my adversity is just coming out to meet people and learning everything about who's who and what's what. You know, there's a lot of politicking in life, but also in the music industry for show. So I'd say that's where I try to kind of place myself as somebody who can really just kind of fit the mold with whatever I got to do in order to achieve my goals. And then as far as just the second half of it is doing it legally, right? So a lot of rappers can make shit happen a lot quicker when they go a different route. Trying to stay on that legal tip, trying to stay right in the middle and keep in my lane and trust the process and know that if I build it organically from the ground up, it'll work over time, you know?
What do you mean by like the legal or I understand organically, like because there's people that pay for views and all that stuff, right?
That type of stuff, pay for views, pay for bots.
Is it technically illegal though?
No, I don't even mean it like that in a sense, to be honest. More so what I meant with the legality of it is trapping and shit, so a lot of people can get ahead because they got a lot more access to liquidity.
Hey, yo, E40 said it, you gotta trap your way out of the trap.
Right, yeah, that too. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it clean, keep it going, so that way I can, you know, hopefully keep it longevity. I try to think about sustainability. The way I look at it, a lot of my idols and the people that I look up to in the rap game, they made it, but sometimes money can't stop the shit that you left behind. So I basically just try my best to be the most loving and kind person that I can be. That way on the way up, I help everybody out on the way in, you know what I mean? My main goal is to stay humble, stay true to myself, realize that even if I do make it in this life, hopefully when I do, that I'm still nobody, I'm still just Carr. I still want to rock out with the people that, you know, started me from the jump, San Jose and the like.
What's your like biggest motivation to keep it going?
My biggest motivation, I would probably say, is the love and the generosity and the appreciation that I've received from San Jose. I'm not from here, but I like to call it my second home because everybody out here in San Jose has been showing the album a lot of love. A lot of people have purchased the album, the merch, and everything like that. So that shit keeps me going because people actually like hit me up and like fuck with the music, you know. So for someone that's never met me to fuck with my music like that, makes me believe that it's worth something, you know.
Oh, shout out to you're at the Shark Tank.
Yeah, over at the Tank Shop.
Tank Shop. Yeah. I was gonna say Tank Shack, and I'm like, no, that's not right.
Yeah, shout out Tank Shop, shout out Yonix Jones, Tank Shit Box Truck, baby. You already know what it is. We're going all over the place this summer. Me and Yonix Jones have a show with San Quinn, May 26th. Yeah. Pop out. We got VIP tickets for sale, all the fun stuff. So keep checking in with us. We always got new events and new shit coming up.
Hell yeah. Hey, you got any plugs? Anything you want to promote?
Just shit. The new album, Cartoon Network's available everywhere if you want to check it out. Again, shout out to Yonix Jones, Tank Shit Box Truck, Tank Shop. Man, everybody that kind of been involved with the music. Shout out Studio X. Shout out to everybody that really made Carr who he is today and kept it pushing, you know?
Hell yeah. I gotta ask, every rapper, I guess, I should ask them, what are your top 5?
Top 5, so I'll just go with the people I grew up with. I'll keep it real. Nas, Mac Miller, J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle, and Tupac. That's probably the top in my list. Yeah, people that really influenced my music.
Squeezing that Tupac in there, bro. Hell yeah.
Oh, of course, yeah. So Tupac's pretty much my only exposure to the West Coast until I really moved out here and started learning about the hyphy movement. Yeah, so I had a lot of homework to do because a lot of my influences come from that East Coast energy, a lot of that boom bap 90s rap. But here in the West Coast, you got the hyphy movie, you got Mac Dre, you got E40, so you got a whole different sound that I really need. I'm still learning myself, you know, trying to.
I used to be a hater of the hyphy movement, bro.
Yeah.
I'm old school, right? I'm into battle rapping. Grew up on Tupac, Big L, like all that old school hip hop, digging in the crates type shit, right? The boom bap, and I was like a big, just like a hip hop snob, I would say, not a nerd, a hip hop snob, right? And then when I was like in high school, Mac Dre died, and then the hyphy movement blew up, right? So it was like stupid, dumb, and hyphy, stupid, dumb, and hyphy, and it was all that bubblegum shit, right? So I was like, oh, this shit's whack. And then I got introduced to Mac Dre, and I'm like, oh, this fool's dope. And my homies all like, I thought you didn't like hyphy music. And I'm like, nah, this ain't hyphy. He's a homie. This guy invented it, bro. You know? And I'm like, what? So then I got into like I would call it like G-funk hyphy, gangster hyphy or whatever, because like they were doing like more of the funk, you know? Like it was not that bubblegum bullshit, you know what I mean? And then he had like, Mac Dre had some crazy ass bars like, I need money just as much as a fat bitch need jogging. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, that's a fucking bar and a half.
Right.
Disrespectful to women. He was a dick to women, but he was a character. And R.I.P. Mac Dre, that's all I gotta say. I used to be a hater, but hey, that Mac Dre kind of like changed my trajectory in life and music, you know what I mean? I used to be like fatatical, batical, shatical, seratical, in your batical, sabbatical, you know what I mean? Like that bullshit. And I was like, dude, no one wants to hear that shit, bro. You know?
Yeah. I mean, there's a time and a place. I definitely have a lot of lyrics and songs that are like a little bit more on the serious tip, but then you also got to just switch it up and have fun too, because at the end of the day, music is vibrations, it's energy, so speak your shit, but also you got to make sure people having fun with it too, right?
Exactly. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like this funk, it has some swing,
right?
Some sway. Don't get me wrong, some motherfuckers are saying some dope ass shit,
yeah, but
you gotta like super listen to it all crazy, and a lot of people just want the vibe nowadays, you know what I mean? Back in the day when there wasn't so many things trying to grab your attention, yeah, we would like focus on the things, but now you're competing with so much, you know what I mean? And it's just like a lot of people don't want to stress their brains, I guess, if that's a way to say it, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot for us to think about. There's a lot going on in our daily lives. We're addicted to our phones. We're addicted to everything we got going on. So as far as the world of entertainment, you just got to figure out a way to separate yourself, and that's the thing. So if you got to make a song that's really lit to get people listening, and then they can listen to the rest of it on the way out, you know what I mean? Basically get their attention, drag them in, and hey, here's my real shit too, if you want to hear that too. I think people still want to hear the lyric heavy, like the storytelling, all that. It's just time and place.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a market for it, but I feel like, I mean, Proof, what was Joey Badass, right? Like the homie, like he was like, that's our new hope. DJ Premier produced his album, and it was kind of like, And I'm not saying it was bad. I'm just saying that it just didn't get the receiving. Yeah. I think it was hyped up so much. We were waiting for Illmatic again, right? And it wasn't that what we wanted, I guess. And we were like, it's alright. You know?
Yeah.
It's alright. You know?
It's whatever. Yeah.
So it's just really hard, bro. You know what I mean? And then a lot of kids don't like that shit. You know what I mean? And that's, in all fucking honesty, who we're trying to promote to, right? Who we're trying to sell our music to, is fucking kids, bro.
Yeah, like, the youth is the future. Yeah. And if kids can't fuck with you, they'll fuck with you for the long haul.
Like 6 to 16, I think.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All day.
I mean, it's a little like 6 to 18 to 23, whatever.
Yeah, you want to inspire people when they're young, because once you get old, you get stuck in your ways. You already like what you like, right? So it's cool when you actually have someone of a younger age. I have a couple fans that are younger age, and it's cool to see because they really treat you like you're Drake. Yeah. And really, you're just, you know what I mean? So it's cool. I always fuck with the youngins and try to get them onto the music too. And that's why I always try to keep a positive spin on my stuff too, and let them know, like, you know, no matter what the shit is said in the song, it's like you can make it in. You can take any kind of adversity, any kind of challenge, and flip it on its head and make it something. You know?
Yeah. That's the artistry. Like I would like to call myself an MC. You know what I mean? Like I like to rap. I like to freestyle. I like to flex the bars. I like metaphors, similes, double entendres. You know what I mean? But like I had a hard time. I feel like younger, like making it sound dope, right? You know what I mean? I had the dopest bars, I felt like, but I just, there was no swag, there was no funk, there was no, you know what I mean? I was like da 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 da, you know what I mean? Like giving you all everything, but it wasn't, you know, like it was just like whoa, an overload. I felt like.
Yeah.
A lot of people said it was dope, you know what I mean? And I thought it was dope. But then I go back to it and it's like, why am I so angry? Why am I so, you know what I mean? Like, I need to kick back, do some, you know what I mean? Like, and then plus, like, I don't know, as a battle rapper, right? It was a lot of showboating raps. Like, it's super, like, I'm just hyping up myself, you know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, there's hella different styles, hella different levels. I think, like, over time, like, once you've made a couple projects, it comes together. Like, even with this first album, I look at it now like it's weak because I already know that in the next one I'm going to change a lot of different things of how I did. But just like any other creative process, you have to, like, literally suck ass for the first couple of weeks, maybe months, maybe years, for it to finally turn around where you start to understand it, you know? Same thing with, like, physical art, too. Like, graffiti artists, we're tapped in with a lot of graffiti artists, and one thing I've learned is, like, over time, those pieces get quicker and they get cleaner and they get better. Same thing with the music, it's just harder to see it visually. So basically, if anyone out there is, you know, feeling that way or thinking like their music could be one way or the other, I always tell people just keep at it and just have fun with it. Most of 100%. Have fun. Music at the end of the day is fun. It's self-expression. It's your time to really tell your shit. So that kind of a thing where it's like, you can take it serious like we are too and make a profit off of it too, but at the same time, just remember, you're doing it for you at the end of the day. And that's what's important, you're right?
Like, so back to the graffiti shit, like there's a lot of tutorials and whatnot on how to do flares, how to do your lines, how to do fill-ins and then your outlines, you know what I mean? But there ain't no like tutorials to like how to rope, how to rap, how to bust flows. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'd say I was lucky. I had a couple mentors, so when I was growing up, a lot of people that I was rapping with taught me, and then over time I started to learn from other people's flows. In the same way that artists will take inspiration from other artists, same ideas.
Yeah, like I think a big thing that a lot of people need to understand is like a cadence.
Yeah, cadence, bars. So when you set up your bars, 4 bars, and then it's 16 bars total. Bars. Yeah, but so a lot of people understand bars, but there's a lot of
the structure.
There's a lot of run-on bars, so a lot of people will like you're saying cadence, right? So a lot of people will try to squeeze a lot into one bar, and then they never cut and trim it. So the way I do it is I'll write a bar.
James, shout out to James.
Yeah. I'll write a bar, and then I'll cut it up to where it fits, like I'll say it over and over until it sounds right inside the beat. And that just comes with time. And yeah, you're right, there's not a lot of tutorials on it. I'd say the best way to learn, though, is to look at, I've seen a couple YouTube videos, you can probably learn a little bit. And I'd say this, the biggest thing for people is don't be afraid to say less words. Sometimes rappers want to say everything, man. Sometimes just say a few less words on that beat, and it'll work better, you know?
Yeah, less is more.
Less is more, less is more.
Less is more, 100%. Yeah, because it's like, you got to understand this, like how he was saying bars. So like, let's just say in between this hand and this hand is the whole entire bar. So you got to fit in the whole sentence, right? But everyone wants to fit everything in that little space that you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Cut off things, make it sound good, you know?
Start with the does, the ands, the buts, all the extra words, cut those off first. If it still sounds like you're still getting your point across, it works. A lot of people, they make it like a sentence, but it's really music, so you can say it in a stupid way and it sounds lit. You know what I mean? You can get rid of all the extras and just get straight to the point with it too.
Exactly, 100%, brother. 100%, dude. Any word of advice for all the youngsters?
Keep fucking doing what makes you happy, man. At the end of the day, don't waste your time in life thinking that you got to do something for somebody else. If you're cool with the 9-to-5 life, keep doing the 9-to-5 life. If you're cool with this, whatever, keep trying new shit. Don't be afraid. The moment you start living in fear is the moment you start killing yourself slowly. I spent a lot of time doing things that I thought would make other people happy. It turned out the moment that I started making myself happy, the right people started to come around. So stay true to yourself. Don't ever try to be somebody you're not. Your real friends, the real people that love you and care for you will come around when you start showing your true colors. Because the moment you try to put an act on, you're going to get a lot of fakes around you and you're going to end up with a bad environment, and you might lead you to do some things you're not really comfortable doing. I've seen a lot of people waste their life away for people that wouldn't do nothing for them in a sense. So make sure you stay true to yourself and keep good people close around you.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, it's like that saying, I could show me your friends and I could tell you who you are. Or
show your future, absolutely. If your friends are all going a certain way, best believe if you spend a majority of your day with them, that's where you're going too, right?
100%. Like I'm like starting to slowly cut people off because it's like It's like all we do is do drugs or drink, you know what I mean, kick it, and the excuse to kick it is that we're gonna do music, but we don't end up doing music because we're all drunk.
Yeah.
We're all lit, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I kind of just like, nah, dude, this isn't a hangout session no more.
All day. And you got to be comfortable with doing that too. Have your boundaries.
Have your boundaries.
Have your boundaries. Have your boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no to people, bro. And it's never on no disrespect. And if they take it as disrespect, then they wasn't there for you regardless. So it's all good. You got to be comfortable. A lot of people are afraid of losing connections, losing people over that. But that's how you filter out the bullshit and get to the people that are there for you.
Any last words?
Appreciate you for having me, Gerb. Thank you so much, man. Everybody, get with Gerb here at the Shatter City Sesh. It's lit. We're going to keep it lit. Keep it rocking, man. 420 was crazy, and it's just going to keep going all summer long. So.
Your ads, your socials, anything?
Oh, at ItsYaBoyCarr everywhere. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, all the good stuff. Albums out now. A couple music videos out coming out this year. Yannick Jones, Little Under, all the good stuff. Basically, the top 3 rappers out of San Jose trying to be your all-time favorites. Check out all my stuff on my socials. Thanks again to Gerb for having me. Hope everyone has a great day.
Shout out Shark Tank. Shark
Tank shit.
Tank shit, baby. Oh yeah, Tank Shop. I'm an idiot. Tank shit, Tank Shop, baby. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, all day.